What's up, guys? This is A Hillard 2, and today I'm going to be showing you guys my my mining experience on NiceHash. I am just going to go ahead and put out there that I know very, very little about mining in any way whatsoever, any way you want to look at it. I don't know much about it, but I got interested in it. I had a nice PC that would pull pretty decent hash rates. Probably not the most efficient rig from what I've read, but it does all right. And I wanted to try it out to see kind of what it would do and everything. And I was just going to show you guys my little experience I had. I've been doing it for right at over a week. This was my first payment. It was April 15th, and it is April 24th now, so it's a little over a week now. But first off, I wanted to start off by saying what I know about NiceHash. From what I can tell, I don't know much, as I said. But and if you hear anything that I'm incorrect on, please feel free to correct me in the comments, because I'm sure I'll mess something up. But NiceHash is apparently a renting service more than like obviously it's a mining service, but when you're mining on here, you're not actually mining Bitcoin per se. You get paid in Bitcoin, but you're not actually mining Bitcoin directly. You are loaning off your computing power to somebody else who is mining, and they are then paying you a set price, and they pay you in Bitcoin. So you will receive Bitcoin as a payment, but you're not actually mining Bitcoin. From, as I said, that's from what I can tell. Um, this is just a gaming rig. It's nothing. It's not made for mining. It's not nothing specific. It's just a gaming rig that I built. I spent a lot of money on it, and I seen that you could make a little bit of money mining. So I figured I would try to get a little bit back out of it. When I was just not playing on it and everything, to kind of pay for itself back a little bit. And so I've started doing it a little bit, just most of the time when I sleep and when I'm going to work. So when I come back home, most of the time I play on it for a few hours. It's not mining, so it's not mining 100% of the time. Just during like the hours that I wouldn't be playing on. So it's got a 3080 Ti in it, and it's one of the worst, from what I can tell, 3080 Ti's to mine with, because they use so much power. So like it does pull a nice hash rate. I think like it averages about a 79, 80 hash rate, somewhere in there, pulling about 250 watts. So I'm sure you could probably put some settings that would make it do a little bit better, but it's nothing special. I think like an average 3080, like just the normal 3080, is actually even more profitable than my card. So uh, that's something to definitely think about. Also, I wanted to go ahead and show you guys the current price of Bitcoin. So like all these prices and stuff that I'm going to be talking about, it's going to be fluctuating with the price of Bitcoin, because from what I can tell, when the price of Bitcoin goes up, then the amount that people are willing to pay to use your computing power will also go up, and the profitability will go up as well. So right now, Bitcoin is sitting at close to, it's not a 52-week low, but it's not as high as it's been. It's been a lot higher, and it's actually, since I've started mining, it's actually went down from like, I want to think 40,000, something like that, to what it is now, 39,500. So the price of Bitcoin is low, so all these numbers may be a little bit lower, hopefully, than when you're watching this. But wanted to go ahead and put that out also. So these are just my payments. Uh, they call these like Satoshis or something. I'm not entirely sure, but this would be 1,852 Satoshis. I think it's like equals probably like 50 cents or something, maybe like 1,000, maybe 40 or 30. It's somewhere in there. It's nothing, crazy. It's pretty small, but these are just my payments. I figured I'd show them to you as well. Um, but yeah, So I've got this right here. Let me see. All right, here we go. So I've made approximately, this is my wallet and this is my unpaid mining balance. So I've made close to $19.60, just shy of 20 bucks in 9 days of mining. And I've done a little bit of math, how long I've leave my computer on, how much kilowatt hours that it uses, and how much the price is here. And I'm expecting about $4 to $5 of this is probably electrical costs, because where I live at, it's actually a little bit higher than average from what I've heard. It's 13 cents a kilowatt hour. I think like most places is 10 cents or something. So it's a little more expensive here, a little less profit than maybe what you would be making, but just figured I'd go ahead and point that out. I think it's about probably anywhere from $3 to $5 is pretty much what I expect there to be an electrical cost there. So I've made probably about $16-17 profit in these 9 days, which is, definitely not bad, especially considering the prices went down. But just a little bit less than 20 bucks though. So, and also the last thing that I wanted to talk about really, because I can't really go into too much detail as I don't really know a whole lot about it. I'm hoping to do a little more research and get into it a little bit more. But my biggest problems with it, so mostly I love it. I enjoy it a lot. I enjoy watching this amount go up over time. I also love the fact that, the last 9 days I've made $16-17 that I, otherwise wouldn't have made. Another thing is I love that you can put it in straight into your Coinbase wallet. That's awesome to me. I don't exact like in it. I'm pretty sure it's free to do it as well. Maybe it's not, but I think it is. If there is a fee, it's not much. I've not done it yet, so I don't know 100%. But the biggest problem that I've had with it so far is that you have to have 0.0005 Bitcoin before you can withdraw. So you have to have right at 20 bucks to be able to withdraw. As of right now, obviously. That's subject to change in the future, but you do have to have 0.005 Bitcoin to be able to withdraw it. And I've been mining for, 9 days, and I'm almost there, but I'm not yet. So I would have to wait about a week and a half to be able to actually withdraw my money from NiceHash into my Coinbase wallet, which is, it's nothing, crazy, but I would like it better, in my opinion, if I could just almost directly put it into the Coinbase as soon as I get it. But you can't, and that's fine. It's not that big of a deal, in my opinion. Also, I'm in a smaller room, and it's not got crazy good ventilation in here. And let me tell you, the mining of this 3080 Ti will burn you out of this room if you don't have some way of cooling your room down. I do not. I've been leaving my windows open, but here recently it's been pretty warm outside, and it's been pretty miserable in this room. So you definitely want to be able to think about that before you just start doing it. You need to put it in a place that it doesn't matter if it gets warm, because it's going to get warm. It's going to heat your room up really bad. And that, as far as I can tell, is about it. You can check this out. I'm not entirely sure what all this stuff means yet. I'm still kind of just looking into it and everything. And I've not been mining here. Actually, I don't know that I've mined today, really. I think I left it on overnight, but ever since then I'm not. So I think it's a little bit low because I've not been doing nothing. But all in all, I've really enjoyed it, watching the numbers go up, and making a little bit of money off of what I've paid on my computer. That I've paid a lot more than what I should have had to pay on it. I paid a lot of money on this computer, and it's making me a little bit of money back. Also, another thing, If you don't know anything about mining, I don't know. I know very little, so I can't help you too much. I'm just going to show you my experience mining through NiceHash uh, for a week or two, or a week and a half. But if you're worried about your card, the one thing I will have to say is what I can tell is this NiceHash does a really good job. I leave it on light, which is what it's like supposed to do automatically for like the best conditions possible for your card. The temperature does not really get all that hot. The VRAM temperature does get pretty warm, but the regular temperature actually does not do all that bad. I think it stays around like 65. I think it actually says highest GPU temperature, which I've not been mining, so I actually never mind. But it like stays around 60 to 65 for the most part, but the VRAM will get up to like 95, and some like it's supposed to be targeted for 95. And I've also heard that the new 30 series cards run a little bit hot on their VRAM because they cheaped out on something that like supposed to help keep them cooler, and they run hotter in general. But this will stay around 95, and that's pretty hot. So you may want to watch that if you do have a new 30 series card, and make sure that it is staying around the below 95, because mine was getting pretty hot. You can kind of see, like also right here, I've got 11900K CPU, so I'm sure that draws a little bit more power than what actual mining, like a CPU that would be made for mining would do. And my computer just ain't really made for mining, so trying to think if there's anything else, but as far as I can tell, that's about it. I really like it though. I really enjoy it, and I actually bought another 1660 Ti that I'm gonna pop into another rig. But I also heard that you have to have like a 20 series or newer to mine on here. There's another way that you can get around that, maybe. I heard something that you could still mine with like a 16 or newer, older series card, but I want to think you have to have a 20 series or newer to be able to mine on NiceHash. So that, if you don't have a 20 series, and you'd have to look into how to do it, because I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, I mean, $20 in say 9 days. That's pretty impressive, even if it is just $16 or $17. But still pretty impressive in my opinion. And I'm gonna start looking into it a little bit more. If you guys have any recommendations on what I should do or what I should look into, please let me know, because I'm completely a noob. This is just, as I said, I've stated it a couple times and I've stated again, this is just my experience. I'm not telling you how to do anything, or this is no guidance or anything like that. This is just my experience so far. I've just been doing it for 9 days, period. Like that's all I've done. So if you have any recommendations, or like something that I should look into or whatever, just please let me know, because I'm more than happy to listen to any kind of recommendations or anything, because I'm very interested in this as of right now. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed. And another thing is this is very simple. You download this. I mean, it literally pops a thing up on your computer that just starts. Like, you start and stop it. It is so simple that anybody can do it. I mean, just watch a YouTube video on how to download this. I mean, in 20 minutes, you could have it up and running easy. And you probably have to make a Coinbase wallet to be able to withdraw it into. But other than that, it's very simple. I really like that part of it too. But as I said, I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know whatever you think, recommendations for me to look into or whatever. But I would highly recommend doing this if you have a newer computer, and you sometimes leave it sitting, and you're not in a room that is going to burn your wife or kid or something up because the room stays about 80 degrees. I definitely do it. So see you guys later. Peace out.